Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Greg Piccinini. I am the Windsor Police Chief, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies today. We will commence the ceremony with the seating of the families of our 9 military honorees. They will be escorted to their seats by local veterans to the accompaniment of the corresponding service song sung by Vinyl Revival.
And those caissons go rolling along, for it's high in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong, and wherever you go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty tread, and those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march and all about, and those caissons go rolling along. For it's high in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong, and wherever you go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty tread, and those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march and all about, and those caissons go rolling along. For it's high in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong, and wherever you go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march and all about, and those caissons go rolling along. For it's high in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong, and wherever you go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land, on sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land, on sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night ashore, drink to the foam, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night ashore, drink to the foam, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high to the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder, at a boy's
Will the audience please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Sonoma County Sheriff's Honor Guard?
Honor Guard, out and cut. Honor Guard, post, colors. Ready, two. Ready, step. Honor Guard, present, halt. Order, halt. Honor Guard, left, face. Power, honor.
Will you please remain standing for the presentation of the Military Veteran Service organizational flags?
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, forever waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriots' dream that sees beyond the leaves, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
It is my pleasure to welcome all of you on behalf of the Windsor Town Council. We are grateful that you have joined us for our 9th red carpet ceremony of the Windsor Hometown Heroes Military Banner Program. We have come to pay honor to our sons and daughters, husbands and wives, and friends who currently serve us and their country in the United States Armed Forces. Today, we also express our appreciation to their families who are our friends and neighbors. We gratefully acknowledge the presence of Congressman Jared Huffman, representing the 2nd Congressional District of California, Jenny Chamberlain, representing Sonoma County 4th District Supervisor James Gore, Town of Windsor Mayor Rosa Reynosa, Councilmember Deborah Fudge, Councilmember Sam Salmon, and Councilmember Mike Wall. Will you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be followed by our national anthem. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, thus be it ever, when free men shall stand between their loved homes and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace. May the heaven-rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto: in God is our trust, and the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. I would like to introduce the individuals seated to my right, each representing a military service organization that stands ready to assist the families of those who serve or have served in the United States military. Will you please stand as I read your name? Frank Teschler of the American Legion, Post 111. Matt Foreman, Sons of the American Legion, Squadron 111. George Sager, Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 78. Steve Bouchard of the Marine Corps League, Detachment 686. Diana Waite of the American Veterans, or AMVETS. After the ceremony, these individuals will be happy to assist you with any questions or concerns you may have related to the military service. We are now pleased to hear from Congressman Jared Huffman, followed by the representative from Sonoma County Supervisor James Gore's office.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be with all of you. Thanks for including me in this beautiful ceremony to honor the courage and sacrifice of the 9 service members and their families that are being honored here today. It is an honor to join the town of Windsor in this important annual event. It's a beautiful event, and let me just take a point of privilege to acknowledge that one of the many things that makes this beautiful are these incredible vocalists we've been hearing about over here and the bagpipe player. So please join me in appreciating their contribution. As your congressman, I am deeply honored to represent more than 40,000 active duty service members and veterans throughout the 2nd Congressional District. That includes plenty of men and women right here in Sonoma County. I always appreciate any opportunity to meet with service members and to hear your stories and to support your needs. I I want to start by thanking this year's Windsor Hometown Heroes for your commitment to this country. It is important to recognize and to honor your service and sacrifice, both today and every day. It's also important that we do more than just say thank you for your service and bravery. Our military service members deserve the highest quality support programs when they come home as well. This is a sacred trust. And while our politics back in Washington haven't always been pretty these past few years, I'm especially proud of one very important bipartisan thing that we've done. We passed the PACT Act, which dramatically expanded benefits and services for toxic exposed veterans across this country. It's a huge victory in keeping our commitment to care for our veterans. We have to protect active duty men and women and their families with benefits and programs that assist with employment, housing, education, and health care once they return home. So I want you to know that my staff and I will always be committed to working on behalf of our service members and their families, especially in the rural parts of Northern California, where the needs are great. I will continue to push for meaningful action in Congress to support anyone who serves our country. So thank you to the town of Windsor, to this wonderful community. It's so great to see the proud families and really this very proud community, and I think it's entirely fitting and appropriate that you're honoring these service members and their families today. Thank you for inspiring me by allowing me to be part of this ceremony.
I'm a little shorter than the congressman, but I hope you all can see me. Today we celebrate our hometown heroes, those who have chosen to not just serve our country, but bring it back home, right? And serve every single one of you in this room. This past winter, I had the opportunity as a daughter of the Revolution to go back east and visit a grave of one Lake Chamberlain who fought in the Revolutionary War. And realizing that thereafter, every single one, someone from my family fought in every single war almost thereafter. And I look at our veterans here today, and I want to thank you for not just serving our country, but for carrying the burden of legacy, because we don't think of legacy as a burden, but you set the bar, and you continue to set the bar. And those who are our current hometown heroes who are currently serving continue that legacy thereafter. I want to thank the families who sacrifice also for their country when having a loved one overseas. I know for my family, my father was shipped overseas during the Vietnam War a month and a half before I was born. I didn't get to see him till 2 years later. So I know the burden, the wives, the burden, the mothers and fathers and the children that carry, and the prayers. Thank you for all those prayers that are set forth upon these families. Today, as we sit here, there's a lot going on in politics. But despite our differences, whether how we choose to vote and how we choose our lives, or what backgrounds we come from, or how many generations we've been here in the United States, we are family. Every single person that lives in this country, we are family. And that's what makes our United States of America great. And that is what makes our hometown heroes even greater for securing our family in the United States. So thank you everyone for being here today.
Thank you to our esteemed elected officials and representatives who shared this day with us. Each of these families seated here today are rooted in Windsor. They support the service members we are honoring today. These are our neighbors and our friends, and so by being here today, we all share our support and honor them. We would like to read a brief biography of each of our honorees shared by Janine Mitchell, a member of the Hometown Heroes Military Banner Program Committee. We invite each honoree's family to stand while their biography is being read.
Thank you, Chief. It is once again my honor and pleasure to have been granted this delightful responsibility. I have read the bios that you have submitted as a grateful member of our Windsor community. More personally, I have also read them as a mother and felt grateful for your child, your son, in this case. Today, we pay tribute to the grown-up, loyal, devoted young soldiers and sailors and Marines and airmen actively serving our country from our Windsor community. However, we are not unmindful, as has just been said. I speak on behalf of the Windsor Hometown Heroes Military Program Committee. We are not unmindful that you mothers and you fathers have also made a certain sacrifice to let go of and to support your cherished children. And so we salute you today, along with these fine young members of the United States Armed Services. As the Chief indicated, will you please stand as I pronounce the name of your family member? And will you please remain standing as their biography is read? Raimundo Duenas, Specialist, United States Army. Raimundo is the son of Elba Montes de Orca and Wenceslao Duenas. His three sisters are Gabriela, Graciela, and Engracia. Salvador is his only brother, and Susana Contreras, his aunt, who is with them today. Born and raised in Mexico, Raimundo encountered significant challenges when, in 2015, he moved with his family to California. With hard work and dedication, he graduated from Windsor High School in the class of 2018. 3 years later, looking to help secure a better life for his family, Raimundo enlisted in the United States Army as an 88M, that's a motor vehicle operator, completing basic combat training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. The following year, Specialist Duenas was deployed for a 9-month rotation to the Republic of Korea. He currently is stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, and is assigned to the Infantry Regiment 2nd Stryker Brigade Combat Team. Specialist Duenas looks forward to a career in the Army as he strengthens his leadership skills while serving his country. With much appreciation to Specialist Raimundo Duenas, U.S. Army, and to his family. Estrella Gaona, Specialist, United States Army, is the daughter of Cristina Gaitan Chavez, of Cesar Chavez. Her twin sister is Marisol. Christian and Santiago are her brothers. And her grandmother is Blanca Nieto. Having been raised in Windsor, Estrella graduated from Windsor High School in 2019. 4 years later, she graduated from San Francisco State University with a bachelor's degree in international relations and a minor in criminal justice. 3 days after graduating from college, she shipped off to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where she graduated 10 weeks later from Army combat training. Her next duty station was Fort Huachuca, Arizona, a military intelligence installation where she received individualized training in her job as a 35F. She supposed that we would all know what that was, but I'm telling you that a 35F is an all-source intelligence analyst. Specialist Gaona explains all sources and analysts use intel gathered from other intelligence specialties to analyze enemy threats, and assess combat environments, providing commanders with vital information for making decisions on the battlefield. Wow. Please join me in extending our appreciation to Specialist Estrella Gaona, U.S. Army, and to her family. Grant S. Lehman, First Lieutenant, United States Army. Grant is the son of Andrew Lehman and stepmother Olivia Lehman. He is Big Bubby to his younger siblings, Audrey and Bryson. Born and raised in Northern California, Grant spent his formative years between Dublin and Windsor. He graduated from Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, with a degree in biology, and shortly thereafter received his commission to the United States Medical Corps in June 2021. Lieutenant Lehman has served as platoon leader at Fort Knox, Kentucky, and in South Korea. He has also served as a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne Division. He is currently serving as battalion medical officer within the 82nd Airborne Division and is stationed in North Carolina. With much appreciation to Grant Lehman, Lieutenant, United States Army, and to his family. Peter Burrows, Lance Corporal, United States Marine Corps. Peter Burrows is the son of Windsor residents Jared and Dion Burrows, the grandson of Joe Burrows. A native of Orange County, Peter was raised in Santa Rosa and moved with his family to Windsor in 2019. Immediately following his graduation from Rio Carrillo High School in 2023, Peter enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. He completed boot camp and graduated from the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego last year. Lance Corporal Burrows is currently stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, where he will complete his training in motor transportation this coming February. He expects to be assigned to Camp Pendleton for the following 3 years. Peter's hobbies include snowboarding, wakeboarding, skateboarding, and baseball. Lance Corporal Burrows states that his goals involve serving his country, gaining discipline, developing leadership skills, and experiencing personal growth. He looks forward to the opportunities for education and camaraderie in the military. Please join me in expressing our sincere appreciation to Peter Burrows, Lance Corporal, Marine Corps. Dylan Inman Reynosa, Corporal, United States Marine Corps. Dylan is the child of Rosa Reynosa and Walter Inman. Born and raised in Windsor, Corporal Inman Reynosa graduated from Windsor High School. Enlisting in the U.S. Marine Corps in 2020, Dylan completed basic training at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island. They completed their military school at Meridian, Mississippi, with a military occupational specialty of aircraft maintenance data specialist. Dylan discovered an interest in the human brain while in middle school, conducting research on various mental illnesses and disorders. Their varied interests include reading, archery, and running. Corporal Inman Reynosa is currently stationed at Okinawa, Japan, Marine Corps Air Station Futenma, with the Marine Light Attack Helicopter Squadron. Please join me in expressing appreciation to Corporal Inman Reynosa. The next two honorees are members of one extended family. They're cousins. And so we ask that the family representing first Kevin Leon and his cousin Andres Williams Jimenez rise together now. That's quite an extended family. Kevin Leon, gunner's mate, Petty Officer, 2nd Class, United States Navy, is the son of Inez de Luna Sierra, brother of Catalina Leon, grandson of Gregorio and Ramona de Luna. Born in 1996 and raised in Windsor, Kevin graduated from Windsor High and from California State University, Sacramento, where he pursued a career in maritime security and criminal justice. His hobbies include weightlifting, playing soccer, fishing, going to the gun ranges, and trying out new foods. Petty Officer Leon enlisted in the U.S. Navy in 2020 and completed basic training at Recruit Training Command, Great Lakes, Illinois. He is currently stationed at Little Creek, Virginia Beach, Virginia, in Maritime Expeditionary Security Squadron 2 as a weapons instructor, and has been deployed to the Middle East and to South America. With much appreciation to Gunner's Mate Petty Officer Kevin Leon for his service and to his family. And now for his cousin, Andres Williams Jimenez, Staff Sergeant, United States Air Force, who is the son of Andres Leon Williams and Pilar Jimenez Diaz. He is the younger brother to Juan Carlos and Eduardo Williams. Raised in Healdsburg and Windsor, Andres is another Windsor High School alumnus. Subsequently, he graduated from Community College of the Air Force with an AAS degree in aviation maintenance technology. He then graduated from Bellevue University with a Bachelor of Science in Business Analysis and Management. He is pursuing a career in cyber information technology. Staff Sergeant Jimenez enlisted in the U.S. Air Force in 2018, completing his basic training at Lackland Air Force Base. He is currently stationed at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska, assigned to the 55th Maintenance Group as a maintenance training lead instructor. Says Sergeant Williams Jimenez of his military experience, quote, "I have traveled around the world to Japan, Alaska, England, Greece, Middle East, and a few remote islands. I have met my closest friends and have lost a few close friends, all during my time in the Air Force." With much appreciation to Staff Sergeant Andres Williams Jimenez, United States Air Force, and to his family. Lucas Fowler, Airman 1st Class, United States Air Force. Lucas is the son of Candy and Jason Fowler. Lucas was born in Orange County, California, and raised here in Windsor, along with his sister, McKaylee Fowler. He graduated from Windsor High School in 2020. Lucas's hobbies include video games, outdoor activities, and exercising at the gym. Lucas enlisted in the Air Force in February 2023 and completed his basic training at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, the following April. He is currently in technical school in Pensacola, Florida. Upon completion of his technical training, he will be a fusion analyst. It is his interest in technology that has led him to pursue a career in the intelligence sector of the United States Air Force. Much appreciation to Airman 1st Class Lucas Fowler and to his family. Robert Kramer, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Robert Kramer, Second Lieutenant, is the son of Tim and Trang Kramer and brother of Michelle. While attending California Boys State in high school, Robert met several retired military personnel, and this piqued his interest in a career in the military. After taking computer science courses at Windsor High School, he decided to pursue a degree in computer engineering. After graduating high school, Robert attended Embry-Riddle Aeronautic University in Daytona Beach, Florida, primarily because of their excellent ROTC program. While there, he joined the Air Force ROTC and was awarded the Commander Scholarship during his sophomore year. Robert graduated magna cum laude in 2021 with a BS in computer engineering and received his commission to the Air Force in December 2021. Lieutenant Kramer is currently stationed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, as an electronics analyst in the National Air and Space Intelligence Agency. Our sincere thanks to Robert Kramer and to his parents. In conclusion, and on behalf of our committee, will you families please let your service member know that their Town of Windsor family remembers them, honors them, and during this special season gives thanks for them. Thank you.
Thank you again, Janine, for that. And thank you to the servicemen and women and their families. Lastly, I will invite Vice Mayor back to the podium to close the ceremony with some final remarks. We will then rise for the retiring of the colors and the final number by Vinyl Revival, after which the ceremony will be concluded. We ask that the honoree families please stay after to take a family photo in the back of the room. Vice Mayor Potter.
Well, I absolutely loved hearing, the biographies of all the service members, and thank you so much, families, for being here today. What a wonderful way to get to know your service members a little bit. And we are grateful to the members of our local veterans organizations and the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department Color Guard who have assisted so ably with this fine and honorable ceremony. We also express our appreciation to the Windsor Hometown Heroes Military Banner Committee, a group of volunteer citizens who are dedicated to sustaining this program, and to those listed on the back of the printed program who have donated and contributed in many and varied ways, we express our sincere appreciation. And finally, to Vinyl Revival, we give our heartfelt thanks. May we all reflect upon the blessings of this free land, which affords us opportunities such as this to gather in peace and security. And may we especially reflect upon our missing in actions and our POWs and those men and women whose love of country and desire to serve have placed them in the front lines of our defense. Thank you.
Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountain side, let freedom
step.
Let music swell the
On a guard.
breeze
Left.
and
Face.
ring from all the
Forward.
trees sweet
On.
freedom song. Let mortal tongues awake, let all that breathe partake, let rocks their silence break, a sound prolong.
Thank you, and that concludes today's presentation.